It's Nolan. Get on some rap shit. Hey, it's the first of the month. Your purse gets snatched in the world that I'm from. They all mad and speed boosting from the birth to the gun. Superfluous murder one. News catcher heard your son got captured after moving that white like Kirsten Dunst. Pulling stunts, no good reason. It's hood treason, quarter pieces, ducking D. Step lighter than Puerto Ricans. Reciting like I'm a deacon with the book in my palms. Rook of a pawn, we separate the strengths from the prawns. Hold metal like gold and bronze. No response in my inbox. I mute them like the knobs on the inbox. Spin blocks between Glocks, I'm incognito. Jean Grey with a torpedo, get a hold of your ego, I bendo. Gold links in the rope, fly nigga. They respect me from the sound of my voice like Rod Digger. Composing like Hans and my niggas shine, no glitter. 5 seconds, killing your fame like Vine on Twitter. Got my eyes on niggas, I seek them before they act. I'm happy to be the pappy, my life is like Bernie Mac. No drugs but a moving packs, my aura is too relaxed. Play me close parachute, I pull a strap, who better? Syndicated, vindicated, this is simulation. Demonstration of your immolations. Originator of my innovation. I pull your card like an invitation. Prepping these bars like litigation. Fuck you niggas really been doing. I'm Donald Goins, raised up in the ruins. Building up my endurance. Pulling ladies like groins where I fell in love. Ain't nobody wanna talk until I leveled up. If I settle the grudge, it's for a milli. Triple threat on you niggas, Liza Minnelli. Shell companies and S corporations. Motivation, is that correlating? Some niggas get they first check and start acting funny. I'm on some shit, I'm finna switch before the rapper money. You niggas groupies tryna sit up in a lap of luxury. Salary capping, I ain't dapping dummies. I play the back until they have to love me. I got a passion that'll take me through the continents. Off of rhyming these consonants, consonants flowing. I got positive motives, watch when the drama unfolding. My investment in certain people, I'm selling my holdings. I don't live for the moment, I ain't restricted by my locale. Anywhere I go to 40 cal, I keep away the clowns. Raised with the hounds, I stay within bounds. But playing me foul, I graduate your cat from your gown. Success story from a small town. I've been evolving, ain't satisfied with no Olive Garden. I need an Aston Martin, cash compartment. I'm black and important, I'm learning taxes. Just imagine the audit, dollars and cents. We lack it was common, it's like the hair in the tortoise. Tortellini on my plate, no porridge. Here to revolutionize the way you think of an artist. Some people try to scrutinize, but that ain't shit to be honest. My niggas came from the corners, hoodie mellow in the off season. We talk beef, niggas turn vegan. All I know is get money, long as my heart beating. Solidifying my future without the palm readers. Meet me at the Four Seasons, all black from the shoes to the ball cap. Yeah, we ain't discussing the check, I'ma fall back. Yeah, insomniac, I don't sleep with nobody. I just need a piece from Bulgari. My life is frequently gaudy. I run the streets like I'm Gotti, a rebel like Garvey. Give me respect, a daily depart me. I rep what he taught me. I put my life into these lines despite what it cost me. And while they talking, I be cutting them off like I'm Nori. What's up? What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. That intro y'all saw was, of course, my LL Cool J doing it freestyle. I did that a while back. You see my background, my everything was completely different in that video. Did that a while back, but I've been saving that one because I knew one of these days I would have to talk about old school hip hop and new school hip hop and all that, because I represent the new school, but I love the old school too. I appreciate it. I grew up on it. So today what we're going to be talking about is, does hip hop need an adult contemporary genre category? And beyond just having a category, do we need an adult contemporary movement in hip hop in terms of radio stations, festivals, just a complete infrastructure that supports this adult contemporary category or subgenre in hip hop? Okay. Now, this idea came to the forefront when Ninth Wonder, esteemed producer, one of the dopest, one of the greatest, one of the GOAT producers, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what position anybody would put him in terms of GOATs, but he's up there, especially if you're into sample-based rap. You know what I'm saying? When the new Common and Pete Rock album came out, which I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't all that crazy about, but out of respect, I'm glad that they're still here doing it. I'm glad that they still have the opportunity to come out here, drop music, tour, move around, do interviews, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that they definitely deserve that. They've earned that, and they deserve to get support from people that want to still fuck with them. But on the heels of that project coming out, Ninth Wonder came out, and he talked about how it made him feel really good hearing Common and Pete Rock. You know what I mean? Pete Rock, New York legend, Common, Chicago legend. They hadn't really worked together a lot in the past, so for them to come together after all these years, that's dope. And he says, this Common and Pete Rock album begs the conversation I've been having with folks for at least 20 years. Adult contemporary hip-hop needs its own category. Word to Do It All from Lords of the Underground. We've been said this, homie. In a follow-up post, he went on to tag Brooklyn duo Smith & Wesson. Big shout out to Smith & Wesson and the whole boot camp clique and Duck Down. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, man, God, I feel bad. But he basically says our turn, and he tags Smith & Wesson. He tags himself, Soul Council, which is the group of producers that are up under him, Duck Down Music, and Jamla Records, which is Ninth Wonder's label. Also home of Rhapsody and Heather Victoria. Shout out to Heather Victoria, Ruben Vincent. Rhapsody and Ruben Vincent are also in partnership with Rock Nation. Whatever, right? So he says that we need some sort of adult contemporary genre in hip hop. Well, as of today, legendary rapper, producer extraordinaire Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest, he came out and shared his thoughts on the prospect of adult contemporary hip hop, and he had a contrarian view, or I won't say contrarian view, but he saw it a little bit differently. Let me say that. So Q-Tip the Abstract says adding adult contemporary category to hip hop programming is divisive. He says it would be nice to have everything in one pot, but if there is a need to do so, call it traditional hip hop, as adult will make ageist people prejudge. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I agree with Q-Tip. I don't think we need an adult contemporary genre in hip hop. We need a traditional hip hop. So what is traditional hip hop? It's pretty much understood that traditional hip hop is music that is in line with the origin of hip hop, whether that be from the late 70s, 80s, 90s, perhaps 2000s. And then you have the people that are coming out in today's era that are inspired by those sounds and are making music that is reminiscent or at least influenced by those sounds, right? So when we're talking about the Griseldas, I don't think they're adult contemporary hip hop. Their music is very much based on not adult concepts, right? It's not like they're talking about going and getting a tux fitted for their wedding, right? It's not like they're talking about goddamn going and getting their goddamn balls checked or nothing like that, getting their prostate checked. They're not rapping about that. They're rapping about getting money, smashing women, foreign cars, jewelry, the whole nine. But it fits into the traditional hip hop scope in terms of boom bap beats, sample production, and being inspired by the GOATs. Right? And I'll take it a step further. There's certain artists in this era that perhaps they make trap music part-time, but even on their album, they'll give you some traditional hip hop, right? And if we were to have more traditional hip hop stations or a movement or an infrastructure based on traditional hip hop, the same way that we have an infrastructure for trap, same way that there's a somewhat of an infrastructure for drill, same way that there's an infrastructure for Afro beats or anything fucking else going on. Yeah, I do believe that there is a need and a void that needs to be filled in terms of a traditional hip hop infrastructure, to where, why is it that even if we go to like your FM radio stations, your terrestrial radio, I don't know everybody's stations, but whatever the mainstream station is in your state, city, whatever the fuck, there's 24 hours in a day. I don't understand why playing 2 to 3 hours of traditional hip hop per day during, even if it's like the um lesser listen time. If you played traditional hip hop from, let's say, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or to 11, no, from 10 to 1, let's just say, every day. And that could consist of your OG classics, right? It could consist of your Tupacs. It could consist of your DMXs. It could consist of those that came later, your Fabs. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't fuck with Fab, but I'm just throwing them in the mix, just to show, to delineate the eras. And then you go to your, some artists, your Kendrick Lamars, your J. Cole's, your Denzel Curry's for those that like him, your Jids. The list can go on and on. J Nolan, right? And 3 hours a day, Lotto, because Lotto comes out with some rap shit, right? Flo Milli will come with some rap shit. Like, there are artists that do stuff outside the confines. Flage, Wayne, that do like the upbeat, up-tempo, club-friendly shit, the trap shit, and then they'll come in, like, Wayne got a song with DJ Premier right now, bodying that shit. He got a feature on Rhapsody album, bodying that shit. He'll do songs with goddamn Benny the Butcher, body that shit. Where is the home for those records outside of like Shade 4-5, Sirius XM, and YouTube? Somebody got to be out here championing that shit. I think there should be an infrastructure. We've got 40, 50 years of hip hop DJs out here that need places to play the music that they like and love. We don't have an infrastructure for a Funk Flex in every city. There's not a Funk Flex in every city. Right? So where do these people go? They just got to assimilate to what's new and act like they give a fuck? That shit is whack, because then they don't even come across genuine. They just old heads, promoting the new shit like they really give a damn. I don't think that shit is fly. So yes, I would love to see a traditional hip hop movement. And that also lends credibility to the artists of today that dibble and dabble in that sound. We've got 2 Chainz for the last couple of years. He's been trying to solidify himself as a real rapper. He hasn't done a great job at it, I must say. But the style of production that he's chosen, some of the punchlines and the way he's trying to structure, he's not really aiming to be the 2 Chainz from 2013, 2014, when he was at the top of the game, dominating the clubs. It seems he has no interest in being that person no more. But he's hanging in the fray because he doesn't do the trap shit no more. So it's like nobody gives a fuck. But he could possibly get looks from the traditional hip hop infrastructure if we had one, because they respect him and they like him. I would love to see this happen. I think that a lot of these OGs that get on the internet and talk this stuff, let's you know what I mean? And let's get some young niggas, get somebody such as myself. We got the Curtis Kings of the world out here. Salute to my guy, Curtis King. You know what I mean? Voices, talking heads that have some sort of impact on today's culture and have good music and know how to fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? As far as Curtis goes, he's an excellent producer. Like, some of us out here are really dope. And we also get on here and communicate with the current, you know what I mean? But we understand the past. Get with people like us. Let's take some fucking meetings. Let's figure out who we got to get to. You know what I'm saying? Get some people with some real bags. Jay-Z, where you at? Right? Nas, where you at? Y'all niggas is making nice, good money in the tech and all these other shits. And get OG, Luda. You know what I mean? Niggas who really made good money off of hip hop. It's wishful thinking, but I think it's something that I would love to see before I age out of this shit for the next generation, because I do think that at this current time, there is a disservice for anyone that comes into hip hop and actually wants to be a good rapper. You know what I mean? Coming into hip hop today and having a desire to be a good rapper, your legs are automatically cut off. And it's basically like, it's going to take you 10 years minimum
to regenerate those legs and finally start moving in your career. That shit's not cool. Especially when on the other side of things, we got these white boys, and I don't mean white boys in terms of just looking at their race, but straight up white boys who don't come from hip hop. They come in and they start trying to imitate the young boys, and they imitate what they're hearing from these new artists. They got these whack ass no fear outfits on, but they trying to rap like they from the trap, stealing the lingo, and then they blowing up off of motherfucking On the Radar freestyle. That shit is whack. I hold back my thoughts on stuff like this, but since we're talking real in this video and actually speaking to hip hop as a whole, not just sections of it or particular artists, we got to be honest about this shit, man. All you got to do is copy and paste what somebody else is doing and get on the right platform and you going crazy. But then motherfuckers that actually can rap, it's like, oh, that was nice. Get the fuck out of here. Even the ones that know how to make good songs, which is a smaller percentage. But where do you go? Right? Because On the Radar is a toss-up. Everybody you see with that motherfucking green background, some of them are good, some of them are ass. A lot of them are ass. And I don't want nobody to feel like I'm disrespecting On the Radar. I would love to go up there. I would love to talk with Gabe. I got a lot of respect for Gabe. But speaking frankly, a lot of the people that go up to that platform are ass. It is what it is. So where do the lyricists of today go? Where do the producers that want to make that style of beats, right? Where do they learn how to clear samples? We got producers in hip hop that have been out here for 40 years. Where's the education on clearing samples? Like, this shit is all discombobulated, jumbled, fucked up, and niggas love to come out and talk about some shit, but where's the action? Where can we meet up and have a convention and have actionable items? I would love to do it. I would put whatever the fuck I had going on that day on hold to show up, be a part of it, and contribute to something bigger so that it affects those that are in this current generation and it gives us something to pass down. Because what the fuck are we passing down in terms of hip hop culture? I don't know. That's not, you know what I mean? There's a million different ways you can answer that question and everybody would be right. But I feel like we're so separated from where this thing came from. And with that infrastructure, you know, I'm gonna give y'all a peek behind the curtain. A lot of these artists out here that are actually putting out trash music, I've talked about it before. A lot of artists today that put out trash music on the rap side, they used to be good rappers when they first started. Like, they might have put like a year or two in, like, damn, man, I'm out rapping everybody in my city, but I ain't going nowhere. Nobody wants to hear this shit. So then they assimilate. They try to get fresh. They try to adapt to the style. The girls, they stop trying to be lyrical. They start moving ass cheeks. They learn how to percolate their shit, and they start getting attention off of that. Right? So then they say, fuck that rap shit. You know what I mean? Fuck being a good rapper. All I got to do is put together visuals. But a lot of people tried to be good rappers first. There was just no reward for it. You know what I mean? Now for me, you know, I've seen both sides. And, you know, I've stayed down on my path. It's prolonged my path, but I have gotten success. I have done Tiny Desk concert here in, not a Tiny Desk concert, but the Tiny Desk tour when they came to Atlanta. I was able to perform on that because they acknowledged, I did my song Self Love. I don't think if I did any other song, had I been talking about any other subject, they probably wouldn't have selected me to perform on that tour. But I did my song Self Love in the contest, and they said, man, go get that guy. I was able to go up to Hot 97, go up to New York and rap in the heart of Harlem with Loaded Lux and my niggas from Jersey and all of these different people. And I was the only nigga from Atlanta in that building busting niggas' ass. You know what I'm saying? And Loaded Lux was like, bro, I had to get you up here. I respect your pen. I needed that. I needed that Southern flavor, right? We needed you here. So I've seen both sides of it, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm intelligent and I've navigated. I learned the business. I got my music in over damn near going on 300 TV shows, films, etc. Because I learned, okay, I'm a good rapper, but let me make songs for this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, the field, the attention span for good rappers is extremely low. You know what I mean? But I got to stay the course. I got to survive. I got to, you know what I mean? I don't want to work for nobody. I want to fucking do music and share my perspective of music in the midst of doing my music that I actually care about. So when I put out a project like a Southside Nolan, it's not a lot of pressure on me because I'm doing it because I love it. And I know everything that I'm doing on a daily basis is growing my profile, is growing. You know what I'm saying? There's a method to the madness. So anybody that I've had niggas that come on my channel and be like, bro, you suck. Get the fuck out of here. There's some niggas that be like, man, you know how to talk about everybody else's career, but what about yours? Nigga, I'm living mine. What the fuck are you doing? I'm living my dream. What are you doing? I get paid when you hate. What are you doing? Right? But if there was an even platform, and my whole point is it incentivizes, if we could set that type of thing up, it incentivizes those that are coming up to actually want to be excellent at this shit. And it also gives people that are already in the industry that would love to do some other shit, but they know it ain't going to be the popular thing. It gives them, okay, if we've got radio stations that'll play this shit, if we've got platforms that'll play this shit, if we got streamers that'll play this shit, if we got, you know what I'm saying, even a fucking quarter of the resources for this style of music, that means on my album, I can make 3 or 4 songs that are dedicated to that crowd while still doing the other shit, right? Whereas I would normally do 0 songs for that crowd because it doesn't benefit me, even though that's part of my trick bag. So yeah, I would love to see that. So Q-Tip, Ninth Wonder, y'all got this thing rolling. I'm sure Young Guru will be down. You know what I'm saying? If you're a pioneer in hip hop and you're not willing to have this conversation and really try to push this thing forward and try to set up meetings and actual ways to get some money raised for this type of shit, then let it go. Because I'm here, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people out here that would love to show up, that would love to contribute, that would love to be a part of it. And it's long overdue. It's 2024. How many more years are we going to wait on this shit before the so-called traditional or adult contemporary version of hip-hop is no longer here? You know what I'm saying? And all the remnants of what this shit was founded upon is gone. Because we right around the corner from that shit. Especially when J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake decide they're not putting out no more albums. We may not see another mainstream star that can really rap again. All right? That's my time on this one. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. So much better on the inside. I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Rhonda, Miss Tracy, and where's my email at? There's one more person. Ace Thurman. I greatly appreciate y'all contribution to the channel. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.